Okay, today we're going to demo how to trim our models. Okay, we already have the machine on, the water running from the back, so all we have to do is turn it on the machine and adjust the water flow. Okay, we have our models soaking, we have butcher paper, paper towels. We have to let our models soak for 5 minutes, which they've already been doing. Okay, I'm going to try to get this as best I can so you can see how it looks when we're trimming. Okay. Okay, we're going to turn on our machine. We're going to regulate the water. Okay, so we now have on our machine, we've already regulated the water. We're going to get our model. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our anterior one. We're going to start with the top one. We're going to smooth out the base. And you want to put some pressure on it. Okay, you adjust the water if you need some more. Notice the water is coming out there. You want to always hold your model from here. You don't want to hold it too close to the ends when you go into this, okay? But you want to hold it tight because you don't want it to flip out at you. Okay? Now get your next one. Okay, rinse it off. Make sure, put all of it in one so that you have the water. Okay, and then you're going to check to see if it's parallel. So you're going to come down, you're going to check to see if it's parallel to the counter. Okay, that's parallel. It's not going up like this. It's not down here, it's parallel to the counter. So once you have that, you go back to your top model. And now you're going to work on the back. Something that your book tells you and you should have had done, and I'm going to show you just a demo, is that you're going to mark. Remember, 2 millimeters behind. So you should already have this marked. You're going to go in the deepest area, down in just like that. Okay, so this should already be marked when you come to trim. Technical difficulty there. Okay, and then you're going to push to the back. Okay, rinse it off a little bit. You'll go back. Okay. You'll do the same. You'll rinse it again. You'll take both of them. One of the main things here is you want to make sure that it stays it doesn't fall over. So one's staying and one's still falling. So I need to come back here and even it out a little bit. You'll take both of them together, you'll put them together in occlusion, and now you'll trim them together. Trim the back together. Once you have the occlusion, I'm trying to do this and videotape at the same time, so hopefully I don't cut anything off, and I may have, but I'm trying to look through the viewfinder here. So basically I have both of them there, okay? Now the next part is going to be and as you can see I did cut part of that tooth, but I'm trying to do this through the viewfinder as well, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Okay, now that I did the back, now I'm going to go to the side angle. Remember, it's going to be flared, and it's going to be from the, what is it, middle of that canine. It's going to be flared out. So it's going to be flared out. So I'm going to put more pressure towards the front to flare it out. Now I know that my points are going to need to be from the canine to the central, so I'll go from here to here, and this is why you want it marked. See how the water's pooling? You want to make sure that you take the cap out so that the water is able to go down the drain and not flood all the way out, okay? So you can see it's starting to take shape, okay? It's starting to take shape. It's canine to canine to canine, canine, this one needs a little bit more, okay? Once I do that, the last thing I'm going to do is the heel. Don't worry about all this other stuff here, because what you're going to do is you'll rinse it off. You'll rinse it off. Here are my heels. And I'll show you what you'll do with a knife afterwards. You'll get a knife and you'll trim this down and make it look pretty, and I'll show you how to do that. So we're going to do the same thing. We already worked on the back part here, this part. Now we're going to do the sides. And then we know for here it's going to be premolar. Now this one only has one premolar, so we're probably going to go right between, there goes premolar to canine, so you're just going to have to think of where it would normally be. If there were an extra premolar, we would use that one, but since we only have one premolar in a canine, we're going to go ahead and use the canine because one premolar is missing, okay? Again, it's going to be flared out. From here, and we're going to go ahead and use the canine premolar because one is missing. So we'll push forward and we'll work across the down. So this is important because this is where you want to make sure, and let's let it a little bit, this is where you want to make sure that your points are going to line up here. So as you can see, this one is still a little up. There. Make that point where you want it to be. Make that point. So it's here and here. which that goes to that canine, that goes to that premolar. I want to get it more towards the premolar, and the canine. Okay, so that's good. Now we'll do the heel. Do the heel. We're rinsing it off. Putting it together. Seeing how it looks. It looks good. It's parallel. It's not sticking up like this. So the next thing, all we have to do is clean it up. First, we're going to go ahead and turn off the machine in the back. Why didn't I turn off the water? Because I want to be able to have the water to clean the blade with this little brush to clean the grinder. So you want to make sure that there's no stone left on the grinder. Okay, so you use the brush and you have the water still coming out. Once you see that it's nice and clean, okay, then you turn off the water. Okay, you turn off the valve in the back, and you come over here to clean up your machine. You clean up your area, and this really needs to be the entire thing. So here's where you may have your microfiber towel. Clean up your entire area, okay?